Hello friends, this video Trigonometry part 10 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Before watching this video, please make sure that you have watched Trigonometry part 1 to part 9. Now we'll see trigonometric function where we add or subtract pi by 2. So in such case, sine becomes cos, cos becomes sin, tan becomes cot, and cot becomes tan. So remember, sine cos, cos sin, tan cot, cot tan. Let's take this right triangle. This is 90, so this is h. So if we assume this as x degree, this is 90, so this becomes pi by 2 minus x. So let's suppose this is theta 1 and this is theta 2. So here theta 1 plus theta 2 plus pi by 2. This is the sum of three angles. This is equal to pi, or we can say theta 1 plus theta 2 is equal to pi by 2. That's why if it is x, theta 1 is equal to x, theta 2 is equal to pi by 2 minus x. So this is we have. Now when you see cos pi by 2 minus x, this becomes sin x. I'll show you how. So we have this formula, Pandit Badri Prashant Hare Hare Bol. So this is sine, this is cos, and this is tan. So when you're considering x as theta, so when I say sine, so I'll say, see, when I'm considering theta as the angle, so this become base, this has become b1, and this become p1. When I'm considering theta 2 as the angle, this is hypotenuse will be same, but when theta 2 is the angle, the line which is with theta 2, this becomes base, this becomes base 2, and this becomes perpendicular 2. So when we consider theta 1 as the angle for our reference, this becomes perpendicular 1 and this becomes base 1. When I consider theta 2 as the reference, this becomes base and this becomes perpendicular. So when I say sine of theta 1 is equal to x. When I say sine of theta 1, that becomes p by h. So p here is this guy, p by h, correct? That is p1 by h. When I say cos of theta 2, so when I am taking theta 2 as a reference, theta 2 is equal to cos theta is equal to b by h. So theta 2 is equal to b by 2 is equal to b by 2 by h. Cos is equal to b by h, theta 2, so b by 2, theta 1 p by 1. Sin theta is equal to p by h, sin theta 1 is equal to p1 by h, cos theta is equal to b2 by h. So here we know b2 is equal to p1, both are same. This becomes p1 by h. So now we can see sin theta 1 is equal to cos theta 2. Correct. So theta 1 here is equal to x and theta 2 here is equal to pi by 2 minus x. So thus we have proved that cos of pi by 2 minus x is equal to sine of x. Let me do once again. I have taken a right triangle. This is x, this is pi by 2 minus x. X I assume is theta. Pi by 2 minus x is equal to theta 2. Theta 1, theta 2. So when I am using theta 1 as the angle frame of reference, this is p1 and this is b1, because side opposite to theta 1 is p1 and side which is part of theta 1 is equal to b1. Similarly, when I consider theta 2 as the frame of reference, this side becomes p2 because side opposite to theta 2 is p2 and side which is part of theta 2 is equal to b2. Sin theta 1 is equal to p1 by h, cos theta 2 is equal to b2 by h, and we know that p1 is equal to b2, so this is equal to p1 by h. So both are same, p1 by h, p1 h. So we can say sin theta 1 is equal to cos theta 2 and theta 1 is equal to x and theta 2 is equal to pi by x. So we can say that sine of x is equal to cos of pi by 2 minus x. So this we have. Similarly, sine of pi by 2 minus x is equal to cos of x. We can prove this also. So sine of pi by 2x is equal to sine theta 2. So we are saying sine theta 2. And sine theta 2 is equal to p2 by h. This is equal to p2 by h because sine theta is equal to p by h. And cos x is equal to cos theta 1. Cos theta 1 is equal to b1 by h. And here we see b1 and p2 are same. So this we can say p2 by h, both are same. So we can say sine theta 2 is equal to cos theta 1. So sine theta 2 is equal to cos theta 1 because both are same here. And theta 2 we can say is pi by 2 minus x. So we can say sine of pi by 2 minus x is equal to theta 1 is equal to x. So we have proved this also. So we have proved this and we have proved this. Similarly for tan, we can do the same thing. Pi by 2 minus x is equal to theta 2. So we'll say tan of theta 2. Tan theta is equal to p by b. So p by b is p2 by b2. And cot of theta 1 is equal to cot of theta 1 is equal to cot of theta 1 is equal to p1 by cot of theta 1 is equal to b1 by p1. So we know that b1 is equal to p2 and p1 is equal to b2. We know this. This we know. b1 is equal to p2 and p1 is equal to b2. So we see both are same, p2 by b2. Thus we can say tan of theta 2 is equal to cot of theta 1. Or we can say tan of pi by 2 minus x is equal to cot of. Thus we know that when we add pi by 2 plus minus x, sine changed to cos, cos changed to sine, tan changed to cot and cot changed to tan. This we can remember. When you add pi by 2 plus minus x, sine changed to cos, cos changed to sine, tan changed to cot and cot changed to tan. Similarly when you say plus also, pi by 2 plus x also, when you say cos pi by 2 plus x also, it becomes minus sin x. Why it becomes minus sin x? Because we have this all sine, tan, cos. So when you say pi by 2 plus x, this is in the second quadrant. In second quadrant, sine is negative, so this becomes minus sin x. Sine pi by 2x when you say, so sine changed to cos, correct? And you say, you know that this sine is positive, so this becomes positive because sine pi by 2 plus x, when you want to say sine pi by 2x is positive or negative, and you know that sine pi by 2 plus x lies in second quadrant, so this is positive. Similarly for tan pi by 2 plus x, so for tan pi by 2 plus x, this lies in the second quadrant, pi by 2 plus x, this is negative, so whatever output you will get is negative. So when you say pi by 2 plus, tan change to cot, so it is cot. Similarly for cot pi by 2 plus x, second quadrant is negative, so this becomes negative. So when you're talking about pi by 2 plus x, so cot becomes tan, so this becomes tan. Thank you. Visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thanks once again.